Hello guys, welcome back to the PhD Prep Lab channel. So for today's video, we are going to do a complete MCQ practice on biosafety and bioethics topics. So this is a very important topic for your CSIR examination, your DBT, and even your ICMR examination. So we'll cover all the important topics and we'll practice MCQ on that. The notes will be provided. I will explain every question to you also. So without further ado, let's move into the video and let's see what are the important topics that we are going to cover for today's video. The topics are biorisk and assessment of risk, biohazard, WHO classification of risk groups, laboratory biosafety, biosafety levels, Nuremberg Code, ethical terms, ethical issues, ethical theories, ethical issues in research, and human health. तो ये जो सारे टॉपिक्स हैं they are going to be covered in this video and ये सारे topics are anyway very important topics of biosafety and bioethics. So when you do your self study, make sure that you cover all these topics in your self study and you have conceptual understanding of all these topics. So we have the PPT and PDF complete notes available for these topics also. So make sure you check that out. And also we have covered all these important topics of biosafety and bioethics in a one short video. So वो video is completely conceptual and all the concepts are very well explained and the notes are provided. So make sure that you have checked that video first out. The link for that video is in the description box. Make sure you watch that one shot complete explanation video and then you move ahead to watch this MCQ based video because first we'll study the concepts and then only MCQs will be beneficial for us. Otherwise, by doing MCQs, we won't be able to understand the topics fully. Okay, so make sure that you watch that video first. Now let's move ahead with the questions. Which of the following techniques is facing bioethical issues? DNA microarray, fluorescence activated cell sorter, embryonic stem cell therapy, or all of the above? CDNA cell, microarray and fluorescence activated cell sorter, they don't deal with live embryonic samples. But in embryonic stem cell therapy, there is extraction that the extraction of the sample requires the destruction of the human embryo. So that raises moral and ethical concerns. So that's why it faces bioethical issues in the research department. Now, second question is the concern raised with genetically modified foods are development of resistance in insects due to insect resistant crops. Yes, this is correct. Insects do develop the resistance. And appropriate labeling of genetically modified foods. Yes, also this is a concern because the consumer should be consumer should be aware of what they purchase in the food and the third is their interaction with wild type varieties may lead to problems. Basically, this is also true because इससे gene flow होता है that leads to superweed variety. Okay, so therefore all of the above answer is true. The third question here is biosafety aspects are assessment of risk while working with the pathogenic agent, killing the disease causing microorganism, genetically engineering pathogens, to reduce their virulence or none of the above. So biosafety basically means that you are making sure that you practice all the safety measures while dealing with pathogenic agents because wo pathogenic agents could lead to contamination in your surroundings, your crops, your uh, uh, sample of interest, and it could cause pathogenicity, basically diseases, and it lead to outspread of diseases. That's why that is the answer. The fourth question here is laboratory associated infections may be due to. So now this is the information based question. Okay, there is no explanation behind it. इसका आंसर या तो आपको पता होगा या तो नहीं पता होगा. So इस ये सारे questions also you have to keep in mind. The answer is Brucella species. So this causes basically infections that are related to associated with laboratory. So this is the information based question. So you will encounter some questions like this also. So moving ahead to the next question, the microorganism classified in risk group 4 would be. So now there are basically four um, risk groups. Okay, the fourth one is that जिससे कोई you cannot be like इन माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म से जो भी डिजीज होते हैं उसके लिए कोई भी थेरेप्यूटिक इंटरवेंशन अवेलेबल नहीं है सो वैक्सीन प्रिवेंटेबल इज नॉट द आंसर प्रिवेंटेबल विद मेडिसिन इज आल्सो नॉट द आंसर नाउ नाउ द अबव वुड बी आंसर इसके एग्जांपल्स वुड बी एबोला वायरस सो इसका कोई भी मेडिसिन या थेरेपी या वैक्सीन अवेलेबल नहीं है if you get exposed to it while working in grade 4 laboratory. Now the next question is, which of the following procedures is commonly used for production of embryonic stem cells? So the options are recombinant DNA technology, reproductive cloning, therapeutic cloning, or in situ hybridization. So therapeutic cloning में the sole purpose is to only generate clones of embryonic stem cell with same genetic makeup as the donor, जो you can use in tissue transplantation, which would not be rejected by the donor's immune system. So it is purely for therapeutic purposes. Now, the next question is bioweapons may be a virulent bacteria, cauliflower mosaic virus, toxins derived from pathogens, or all of the above. Now, the answer is toxins derived from pathogens because ये bioweapon के through use हो सकते हैं against another human population. A virulent bacteria में कोई like disease causing capacity नहीं है and cauliflower mosaic virus will only affect the cauliflower. But toxins that is derived from pathogen could be used as bioweapons that could be released in the environment in some form that infects a large amount of population. So that's the answer. Now the next question here is the code established for human rights protection in biomedical research after World War II was. The Nuremberg Code, UNO Code, Hippocrates Code, UNICEF Code. So this is again an information-based question. So there is this direct answer. The answer would be Nuremberg Code. Now make sure that you know about Nuremberg Code, UNO Code, Hippocrates Code, UNICEF Code. Okay. So ये सारे MCQ practice से ये होता है if you get a new term in the options, so you study about that term also. So उसके बारे में भी you will get to know more information like UNO code, Hippocrates code. So in सब के लिए you make sure that you watch the one shot video. Again, I'm reminding, okay? So the next question here, which of the following terms is not a part of the 3 R's of animal ethics? Replacement, rejuvenation, reduction, or refinement. Now there are 3 R's that are there in animal ethics. So rejuvenation is not a part of it. The 3 R's are replacement, reduction, refinement. Okay. So you will rule out the B option. Now moving ahead to the next question. The technique of somatic cell nuclear transfer involves. So somatic cell nuclear transfer में क्या होता है? It basically creates an embryo from a body cell and an egg cell. Somatic cell and an egg cell से तो इस process में you remove the nucleus from the somatic cell and you insert that nucleus into the ovum. Okay, and जो वो ovum होता है that is enucleated. उसका हम remove कर देते हैं ovum का nucleus. Right? So you insert the nuclei from the somatic cell in enucleated ovum. So B option is correct. Okay, so this reconstructed egg is then stimulated to develop an embryo. So moving ahead, we have the next question, the transhuman. What are they? Transhumans are human born by the process of in vitro fertilization, usage of humans as bioweapons, usage of technology to improve human overall capabilities, or all of the above. Now, transhumans are basically जिसमें humans की जो shortcomings होती हैं that are improved. Okay, so the technology is used to improve human overall capabilities. So C option is correct. Like your cognitive abilities are improved, and your aging, your limitations like aging, diseases, death, ये सब पे work किया जाता है. Now, the 12th question is an example of euthanasia is understand others' feeling, removing life support from brain dead patient, independence to express oneself, or all of the above. Now, euthanasia में क्या होता है? You basically जो people who are in the verge of death, so you remove their life support. Basically, they are already brain dead patients. Okay, so you remove their life support so that they die naturally and they are relieved from the pain of suffering. Okay, so इसमें you don't administer any lethal dose or anything. You just remove their life support, whatever is supporting them, the ventilation or all. So that's why that is the answer. Now the 13th question is beneficence is related to genuine behavior, related to kindness, related to accountability, or all of the above. Now, beneficence in is a term that comes of your bioethics. It relates to kindness, so B option is correct. Make sure that you watch the one short video to know more about the bioethical terms. ओके तो बहुत क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस में भी बहुत यू विल फाइंड इन स्पेशली इन द आईसीएमआर एग्जामिनेशंस ये बेनिफिशियंस और जो भी आगे ये नॉन बेनिफिशियंस ये सारे टर्म्स से बहुत डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं ओके जस्ट बेस्ड ऑन देयर डेफिनेशंस सो नाउ दिस क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट नॉन बेनिफिशियंस सो the options are an act to retain confidence, an act to avoid harm, an act to gain trust, or all of the above. So this is again information based. So this is the answer is D, all of the above. So non-maleficence mean when you act to regain someone's confidence and you act to avoid harm and you act to gain trust. So this term is also again related to your bioethics. So now moving ahead to the last question of this video. So what is PPE? So the full form basically they are asking. Sometimes you इतने ज़्यादा direct question पूछ लिए जाते हैं and they just manipulate one word and पूरा answer से change हो जाता है. Like you can see, personal possible enhancement or personal possible personal equipment, personal protection equipment, personal protective equipment. So the answer is B, personal protective equipment. अगर प्रोटेक्टिव की जगह आपने प्रोटेक्शन भी कर दिया तो आंसर वुड बी रॉन्ग सो यू हैव टू सम ऑफ द डेफिनेशंस यू हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी श्योर कि आप क्या मार्क कर रहे हो so this is personal protective equipment okay so ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा वायरल हो गया था during covid time so we are all familiar with this so now we have covered all the questions so here is the answer key if you want to match it you can match it again and I hope this video was helpful for you and I hope that you cover all the important topics with the help of the one shot video and then you come watch this MCQ practice video. जो भी answers में you find new terms, make sure that you learn about those terms. So उससे it will expand your conceptual knowledge on bioethics and biosafety. बहुत ही easy topic है दोनों but बहुत important है इनसे दो तीन questions easily ICMR में तो आ ही जाते हैं और JRF और DBT में भी बहुत easily questions आ जाते हैं. So we have a Telegram community as well. So you can join us there. And उसमें we share PhD notifications and deadlines, science job opportunity, internship opportunity, examination preparation content, some research idea, other useful links are also there. So this is we are growing a community of future scientists. So we hope that you join us there as well. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe our channel. You share this video to your friends who are preparing for JRF and you help support our channel. So thank you for watching. Make sure that you keep following us, keep yourself updated with our videos, and we will bring more such informative videos. Okay, and if you have any doubts, leave us comments. We'll answer them. So thank you for watching.